Hello, Instagram. Happy Monday, or whatever day you are listening to this or watching this. The day I'm recording this is Monday, April 20th, 2020. Hey, Carrie. And I'm so excited to be back here with you. I've been doing almost daily IG Lives and inside of our private Facebook community throughout this whole COVID crisis, pandemic, just as a way to hopefully serve up some information, some value, and I want to see you guys thrive and succeed and stay positive during this time. Of course, not easy for a lot of us, but I believe there is some good to be had through this time of sequestration and isolation, and I hope that I can be a part of that. And so I've been doing almost daily episodes of The Visionary Way. I first came up with this back in mid-March when I thought, what are the visionaries of the world doing during this global pandemic to stay strong, to stay resilient, to rise above and pivot and evolve? And so that is what we've been talking about all month long, really. This week's series is all for aspiring and startup entrepreneurs. And I am going through different portions of the Visionary Method framework. So if you tuned in with us yesterday, you know that we talked about revising your life, or doing a revision, as I call it. And today we're going to move on to step 2, which is finding your brilliance. How awesome is that word, the word brilliance? So let me just start by saying that you are brilliant. There is a superpower inside of you. You are unique. Only you can bring your gifts to the world. Hey, Jerry. There's something very special about you as a human being, okay? Let me repeat those to make you feel uncomfortable. You are brilliant. There's a superpower inside of you. You are unique. Only you can bring your gifts to the world. And there's something special about you. Okay, did I make you uncomfortable by saying all that? Now, again, yesterday we talked about doing a revision of your life, and for many of you, that may have led to this inner knowing that maybe there is an entrepreneurial spirit within you. There's something perhaps inside of you that knows you have a gift to share with the world in a small or a big way. And today I want to help you uncover your unique brilliance in order to explore your potential in becoming a visionary entrepreneur. Beautiful message yes, it is. It's a great message, but we don't often tell ourselves how brilliant we all are as human beings. I think we see that word as like self-boasting, but we all are brilliant in our unique ways. So today I'm going to help you uncover that brilliance. I want to help you explore your potential. And if you don't think you're brilliant, I want to give you a little hint here. We all have that visionary brilliance inside of us, but oftentimes it's covered up, it's suppressed, it's forgotten about because you haven't nurtured it. We all have something that makes us uniquely brilliant, and sometimes we just need to uncover it. So I'm going to help you do that in today's video. So in the coming 10 or so minutes, I want to walk you through a quick exercise that will help you discover what it is within you that you might be able to turn into a business, okay? You are unique. You're here because you probably want to start a business. That's what I talk about here. So if that's not for you, you can move on to the next video. So we want to know what makes you unique and brilliant and how we can turn that into some sort of business idea, okay? And then, of course, figuring out how you're going to stand out using that brilliance, knowing what makes you unique, and then really capitalizing on it. So as many of you guys know, I created a course called The Visionary Method. And I created it because in my past life as a nutritionist, I used this exact framework that I'm teaching you to build my business. So as a nutritionist, I had to figure something out in terms of a process to create and launch and scale my nutrition business. I needed clients. I needed to make money. I needed to help people and share my knowledge that I acquired by going to school. I needed to share it with hundreds of people. I wanted to do this as a living, right? So I started building my nutrition business online. I figured out email marketing. I figured out how to write an online business plan. I figured out how to nurture a community and build a tribe and teach virtual workshops. And then what I realized was that I was sitting on a framework. I was sitting on a framework to help somebody like a nutritionist or a health entrepreneur or service-based business to build their business completely online. And that's what I decided to run forward with, was teaching that framework. And I call it the visionary method. See? So my brilliance, I was sitting on it. I had already done it. And so all I had to do was realize that's a process that got me as a nutritionist to have a thriving online business. What happened inside of there? I just had to document it. And then I was able to teach that and offer it up to others, right? And knowing that marketing and business building and online sales and creating community in a digital world, that didn't come easily to everybody. But because I was able to document the framework of how I did it, I was now sitting on a business idea, right? So you have the same opportunity. You have a gift. It's your results, your own transformation, the pathway that you have walked. It's your intellectual property that is your gift, okay? So here's what I mean. If you're staying with me, I'm sure you're fired up because you realize you've had life experience that you can turn into a framework or a model. And if you're not with me, here's what I mean, okay? If you've been pondering the idea of launching some type of business, maybe it's a workshop, a course, an ebook, a coaching package, stop worrying about how you're going to deliver it and start thinking about the results on the other side, okay? What results can you get someone on the other side of your framework? Hello, Dave. My husband is tuning in. So if you have successfully gone through any sort of transformation in your life, you have something to teach. You don't need to be the expert. You don't need to be a master's, PhD. You just have to have achieved some sort of transformation in your own life that now you can teach someone how to do that very same thing. So say back in the day, you used to eat meat every single day and your family was eating meat. It was meatloaf, it was steak, it was chicken. But then through a lot of research, you realized you wanted to go plant-based or vegan. And so through 6 months, you transitioned your entire family to a plant-based diet. That is a transformation from here to here that required a framework. And now, if you want to, you could teach someone else in the same position to go through that exact framework. If you have gone on a weight loss journey, maybe you used to be 50 pounds overweight and now you've dropped the 50 pounds. That is a transformation, okay? You did something between being 50 pounds overweight and now having lost 50 pounds that helped you lose the weight. What is that process? Maybe you've gone through a massive career or life change and it was after the age of 50 and you realize it was really hard for someone in age 50 or 60 to make major pivots. And you did it. You changed industries, you got divorced, you found your new love of your life. That's a transformation, okay? All of these things are teachable frameworks, but it's in your head right now. You think you're sitting on nothing, but you're sitting on something. Does that make sense? And, you know, I am not the business expert of the world, but I have a framework that it's worked in my own life. It's worked for hundreds of my clients. But before that, I just knew that it was something that nobody else was teaching it quite the way that I could teach it. So I thought, well, why don't I just put it into a course? Why don't I just launch this program and see if anyone is interested? And little by little by little by little, it started to gain traction and it started to prove itself. And then I tweaked and I modified it. Okay? You have this same opportunity. And the best part is that you don't need to know how you'll package it up. I teach that inside of the Visionary Method if you're ever interested. You just need to know what transformation you can offer. Worry about the nitty-gritty details later. Focus on the transformation. And like you can find a program to teach you how to actually build out the course or figure out what it looks like. Again, the Visionary Method can do that. It takes an idea in your head and takes it all the way to making your first 50,000 in business. But again, just worry, what is the transformation? What have you done in your own life? The other way to find your brilliance is to take a strengths test. I recommend taking the high five test, like HIGH number 5 test, and understand what your top 5 strengths are because they are so unique to you. That order of strengths is so unique. And we don't often think about that, right? So look at how, when you do the strengths test, get your results, and then look at how you can apply those results to your transformation, right? Like if you know you want to help people lose 50 pounds and one of your strengths is optimism, maybe you need to show people that it is possible to lose 50 pounds, for example. Okay? Your unique strengths plus your proprietary framework for achieving a transformation or a result is your brilliance. Oh my God, it's the best thing in the world when I see a client of mine who realizes they're sitting on a gold mine. Okay, so let me repeat that. And if you miss this, you might have to go back and watch it. Your strengths, which are very unique to you, plus your proprietary framework for achieving a transformation is your brilliance. So again, I'm here today talking about a module inside the Visionary Method called the Brilliance Finder, and I just shared it with you. So now you know how to find that unique, special offer for your business that only you can create. And I guarantee you that magic will take you really far in this business journey as soon as you uncover it. Just dust it off, okay? That is the magic. That proprietary process, that framework that anybody can create. You don't need to be a data analyst. You don't need to be a scientist to come up with a step-by-step framework. I did it many years ago. I just wrote down how I build an online business. I just scribbled it out on paper, put it on sticky notes, and all of a sudden I was like, I think I have a course here. And then I took my strengths test. I realized that there are some things about me that are quite unique from other business coaches. So again, your strengths plus your proprietary framework for achieving a result is your brilliance. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed that. That is like one of my best kept secrets that I love sharing it with people. I'm happy to finally share it publicly with you all. And if you have any questions about it, just let me know. So I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about the next pillar in the Visionary Accelerator framework. But if you do want to know more about the Visionary Method, I just wanted to share that the next cohort is starting on Monday. So very, very soon, Monday, April 27th. And right now it is 2 free months. So you don't pay $1 for 2 months. It's totally risk-free. If you want to leave in the first 60 days, no questions asked, no money down, all that good stuff. So check it out using the link in my bio on Instagram. And I love you all. I hope you're staying safe and well.